at a small motel to rest. Sleep does not come easily. She walks across the street to a bar where she meets a man who introduces himself as Jack, a former soldier. Hoping to protect herself, Andy asks him to teach her how to use the weapon she found earlier. They train together late into the night. When she walks him back to his car, she notices something inside that looks eerily similar to what she saw near her home the night of the attack. Panic hits her instantly, and she rushes back to her motel room in fear. The next morning, Andy packs her things and abandons the car she found in the storage unit. She heads to a dealership and buys a different vehicle using the cash from the mysterious suitcase. At the same time, Laura appears on television for an interview about the restaurant incident. Near the end, she abruptly adds a strange message calling for people to band together for change. Those words immediately unsettle a mysterious man watching from afar. Back at the dealership, Andy is about to finish her purchase. While the staff steps out to prepare the paperwork, she uses the moment to call Charlie, an old friend of her mother. She introduces herself and asks to meet him. Meanwhile, Laura returns home from the TV studio and is startled to find a man waiting outside her house. He claims he is there to help her escape the country, warning that the old organization hunting her is closing in. Laura refuses, insisting she will go to the police if he approaches her again. Before leaving, he warns that if she is not careful, her daughter will be the next target. Andy, who had originally planned to continue toward Maine, changes her mind and decides to see Charlie instead. They sit down together, and Andy explains everything she has discovered, including the old pictures of her mother. But when Andy mentions the name Paula, Charlie pretends not to recognize it. He gently suggests that she rest, saying she must be tired after traveling all the way from Carlton. That comment immediately raises a red flag. Andy never told him where she came from. Suspicious, she takes a risk and quietly checks a drawer in his home. Inside, she finds family photos that prove Charlie has a wife and children, even though he claimed to be single. Realizing she has walked into something dangerous, Andy leaves the house as fast as she can. Not long after escaping Charlie's house, Andy calls Gordon and demands to know who Charlie really is. Gordon refuses to explain anything over the phone, which only frustrates her more. She hangs up, determined to find the truth on her own. Gordon immediately tells Laura that Andy is starting to suspect Charlie, but when he offers to help, Laura insists he go home and stay out of it. Still searching for answers, Andy heads to a playground and borrows a laptop to dig deeper into the name Paula. After adjusting her search terms, she finally uncovers something important. Paula was once a fugitive connected to a terrorist group active in the 1980s. Andy writes down every piece of information she can find, especially the name of the lawyer who handled Paula's case. Then her phone rings. It is Laura, speaking calmly, but with fear hiding in her voice. She asks Andy to come home and assures her she will pick her up and explain everything. Andy agrees, but on the way to her, Laura is suddenly boxed in by two cars that force her off the road. Unaware of this, Andy decides to change